Okay, guys, I am here with the CEO of Loksak, and her name is Linda Kennedy. She's famous. And you know what? I was walking along here. Okay, let me just say my experience. This is my experience, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going past here, and this is what I saw. Imagine this. You drop your tablet into the freaking water, or you're going down the New Braunfels River tubing, and you know what? You don't have to go, damn it, I just lost a $500 computer. It's saved. It's saved. It's safe because of this lady right here. She actually invented it. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
Right. Here, help me, because sometimes I forget people's names.
You brought my name
Put
on.
it on the front.
Oh.
Linda, on the front. Okay.
Well,
I actually remembered it, but I was afraid I would say it wrong.
Okay.
You don't want to say it wrong. You don't want to say it wrong on camera. You just say all this other stuff on camera. You already feel silly. Okay. Please, you invented this. So
Yes.
tell us how you came up with the idea, and how, most of all, for me, is that I've invented a couple things. I never really took it to market. Okay. How did you get that idea, get it manufactured, get it, like the manufacturing process down to scale that you wanted to apply? How'd you do it all? How'd you make it happen? How'd you come up with it? And how'd you make it happen?
I was probably angry that people were stealing my stuff. Every time I went diving, they either steal from the boat. You go down the Caribbean and it gets stolen in the hotel room. It gets stolen from the rental car. It gets stolen from the beach and the dive boat. And I looked everywhere for something that could go as deep as I went, as long as I was down.
Oh,
and I
take it
could
with
take
you.
my valuable stuff with me, like my passport and my credit cards and my money
Definitely
and
passport, credit
traveler's
cards.
checks.
Now you took it to a much higher level, though. You went to electronics.
Now,
Right?
now,
Right, I know,
right.
but they can see that online. The other part. But,
Right.
I mean, that's where it started, right? Credit cards,
Right.
all this thing with your passport. Now,
Right.
going to electronics is a much bigger level of protection in terms of.
Yes, they're much. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
when you're
yeah, the
traveling,
value, yeah.
Yeah,
But in
the
terms of
electronics, yeah.
making sure it's waterproof, though, is much more important of sorts for electronics. So, at least on the technical side, talk to the geeks. How did you create a product that protects underneath the water a very expensive
Well, it took me a long
computer?
time. It took me maybe
Speak real
365.
loud into the microphone right here.
Okay, it probably took me 375 phone calls to get answers that I needed, because
Yeah.
first of all, I went to every store and couldn't find anything. And with that, I said, okay, I will make that. And it was actually just for me. And then when I started making it and realized the volume and the stuff that was involved, I had this brainstorm to do mass marketing. But what I did was I made this bag, and then I put it underwater in the sink. And when it was fine there, then I took it and I put it down 8 feet underwater. I'd leave it 12 hours, pull them back up and test them, and they were dry.
Yeah.
Then I went to the Delaware River in Philadelphia and put them down 50 feet, left them there, and they stayed dry. That was for like an hour or two.
All right.
Then I left them overnight. Came back, pulled them up, everything was dry. Then I took them down to the islands and started diving with them. And went to
deeper levels.
yes, 130, sometimes 150.
I gotta ask you questions going through my mind, so I'm probably going through a lot of others. How does that equipment handle all that pressure without getting
No problem
glass
at all.
breaking or something?
Yeah, I actually have these bags with all the military troops, Navy Special Warfare. They've been down in submarines to 300 feet. They're used out
How'd you
at
get them to
300
test
feet.
it for you?
They weren't testing it, they're using them. I actually supply them.
How did you get them as a customer?
I do military trade shows. For instance, a week and a half from
they
now,
open
I'll
the
be
door
doing
to
SHOT
them.
Show. And I'm in law enforcement.
Now, okay. So let me ask a question. I guess it's on my mind.
Okay.
What are the uses for the military to have your products?
Well, if I had one, I would show you. But first of all, the bag has a hermetic seal. And with the hermetic seal, nothing enters or
Leaves.
leaves
It's
the
kind of like
bag.
hell. No,
Right.
wait, that's not right. Sorry, it's a watertight seal
Right.
in a beautiful
it's
place.
It's a hermetic seal, which means if it's hermetic, it is a certified biohazard bag. And I sell them to one of the government organizations for anthrax, nuclear chemical waste,
Holy mackerel.
biological waste. I sell them thousands, and they collect
So there's a use
specimens.
not for only underwater, but for disease control.
Yes, anything you don't want.
Wait, that is really cool.
Yeah, if
That's
you
what
want-
happens. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you come up with one idea. It goes bing, 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 other ideas, in which you can start to create. Talk about going to scale. People on like some show on ABC talk about going to scale. This is going to scale.
So what everything that I start using them for, I say, oh, that's my market. I'm going to use it for this. I'm going to go do this trade show. So of course I use them outdoor. And then I use them around my house. I live in a humid climate these days, and everything goes stale. So every time I open it, it even goes stale in the air conditioning. So even everything that I open immediately goes into these bags.
Let me ask this. It's going through my mind. So, if you have a certain product, and you're doing a it's okay, a humid environment.
Hi, how are you?
Like for me, I live in Dallas, Texas, so it's fairly arid. Okay, we don't have a ton of humidity. We have more than so. So like, where do people need these kind of products in their home? At what level?
Well, I mean, I'm in Naples, Florida now.
Oh, okay.
So
Naples,
I use
Florida.
them there. However, I was in Park City for 17 years in Utah. It's very dry.
Yeah.
But I put my silver in there. My silver doesn't tarnish. I put wet naps in there. I have grandkids. The wet naps never dry. I can throw them in the car, and 6 months later, they're still very wet. I put ice in them. If you want to have an ice chest and you don't want the ice to melt all over everything, you put the ice in the
That's
bag.
important to all of us chefs and backyard cookers and all that stuff.
Right. And then the other version of that is you can put the food in there and leave the ice floating around, and you don't have to worry about it that way. I also have an odor-proof bag. We have the same bag as the Loksak, an OPSAC that has an odor barrier film, and that is excellent for fishermen. They love that. They love to catch their fish and put them in these bags, put them in the freezer. No freezer burn. There's no air's getting in the bag.
Hey, Linda, we need to end with a bang. And also, I want to make sure that we have enough storage space on my phone that we don't cut it off.
Okay.
So we want to have a good bang at the end. We also want to tell people where they can. Wait, no, part of the bang is first. Tell them about where can people buy Linda's products.
They can buy them at Studios-Loksak.com and at tons of retailers. We sell them all over the United States and worldwide.
I mean, worldwide.
Worldwide.
Any retailers you can mention?
And to use what? REI.
REI.
Yeah, Travel-Smith, the Container Store. It's hard for me to Chinook medical gear. We
That's
just
cool.
sell them.
Now let me ask you this. I think a lot of women out there and a lot of men are. You've done something that's a great accomplishment. So what can you attribute the most to your success as an entrepreneur and inventor?
Absolutely
Absolutely.
Sweat. You have to, let me tell you,
Determination, working
an
your ass
idea is
off.
one thing.
Say it right into the microphone.
Okay, so the idea to make it is 1%, but to take it internationally, like I've done with the company, it is 99% sweat, and that is the truth.
Okay.
But I don't like it when somebody tells me I can't do something, and when they say that bag will never work, I make that bag.
That's how you
That's
end
my
on a
catalyst.
bang.
Yes.
Now, Linda,
Yes.
where can the people see this great interview of you?
They can see this at ImaginationMediaStudios out of
.com.
Charleston, Texas.
Dallas,
.com.
Texas. Dallas, Texas.
Oh,
That was
oh,
CES today.
Oh, see?
Okay.
Dallas,
ImaginationMediaStudios.com.
Yeah.
And the new network, ImaginationMediaNetwork.com, which will soon be on Apple TV.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.